we don't retain many of them because it involves also feeding them during holidays, which is not easy.
Yeah.
So in most cases, we let them go for holidays, and we retain like 6 or 7 of them during the holiday.
What is the biggest challenge for KAASO?
The biggest challenge for KAASO has been lack of funds, maybe, if I'm to say. As I've told you, we started when we had no money. People begin schools in Uganda when they have a lot of money. You see the school mushrooming within 2 months, they have finished construction, everything is there. And the school is well established. But for us, we started, as I told you, the school has just been developing with the money from school fees, from our salary, from my salary and from my wife's salary, from people with goodwill, like donors, like the Rotary Club of Mienga. When they looked at our work, they started donating. Even the government donated some certain things, looking at the need we have. For example, we had no water, and the government first donated us through UNICEF. UNICEF donated through the government the first tank and the first VIP latrines here, because we had small latrines. But our biggest challenge has been lack of funds to run everything that we plan to do, because we have a lot of program, but what is limiting us are the funds. So our biggest challenge has been the funds, lack of funds, and even the children, the parents who are supposed to pay, are not paying in full as they do to other schools. They pay in installment because they know we cannot, and our parents are not the best. If I can, they're not of the best class. So they are the medium earners and the low earners, because we are taking everybody. So we let them pay what they get. You know.
Do you have a problem with teachers not being up to standard, or?
We've been getting teachers, I would say. Some of them have not been so standardized, if I can say, qualified. But what we have been doing, there's what we call learning on the job. We give them, can I say, any service program.
Yeah.
They work as they gain experience, and we also try, because I myself am qualified, the headmistress is qualified, some other teachers are qualified. So we try to give them on-job training. And at times we take them for refresher courses. This one we put more emphasis in it. And you see, on the side of teachers, I would like to give them a credit, because many of them have come here when they didn't know, as I've told you. But now when they reach here, you see, teaching also involves a heart of loving children, a heart of hard working. So many of them, when they come here, they work so hard. They try to learn, like scheming, lesson planning, organizing, teaching, learning aids. And we find that eventually they become very good teachers, and they are admired by the community. And some of them are better off than qualified teachers, if I'm to say. Yes.
They're more personal.
Yes.
Yeah. What are the classes?
And another chance we get student teachers. Every year we get student teachers, finalists.
Yep.
They come here and they do their final school teaching process from here. So these teachers also get a chance to learn from the student teachers. Yes, and the tutors normally come.
Right.
Yes.
How many children in the class?
On average, I can say 55 per class, on average.
And what is the most in one class?
The most in one class, I think, is 68, because P5 has 83, but they are divided into 2 sections. And so I think the class with 68 is the highest, has got the highest number.
And how many people in a dorm?
Our dormitories are still few, considering the number of pupils we have. So you might find that one dormitory is accommodating like 80 children.
Wow.
Yet the dormitory was constructed for 50. So we push in the 30 more. So you find that the beds are compacted. But this is due to the demand. There's no way we can chase the children. But we have them, and we manage to keep them. As we continue eventually to construct, maybe we shall have more room.
Where do you hope KAASO will be in 5 years' time?
In fact, I'm sure in 5 years' time, KAASO will be good.
It's good now.
Yeah, it will be in a better conditions. It will have better infrastructure with the help of, ever since we started, because I've not talked of the volunteers, but ever since we started getting volunteers, KAASO has pushed on rapidly because we are getting advice, financial assistance from our volunteers. Yes, and I think they are helping us a lot. And so many people have admired the school because of the coming of volunteers to this school. They want to know how is the school keeping them, how are they, but the volunteers have done a great job for us. In fact,
they ask so many questions.
that is no problem. The more questions you get, you see when someone asks you a question, it challenges you to see what you are to do next. If the question is challenging, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Do you think children in Uganda get less opportunities than people in Western countries?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
First of all, many of them are parentless. That is one. The infant mortality is very high. Many of them die when they are young. Others are mistreated because our laws are not so strict. The children's rights are not so well observed in Uganda. Some of them are tortured. We have some children here who are thrown in pit trains, who are being tortured by their parents. A case which I don't think would happen in a Western world. And another, their chances of survival are also very limited. And after surviving, the chances of going to school are also limited. Some parents do not value education like it is the case in Western countries. Because you see, in Western countries, I think education is more valued than anything else. But here you find parents who would say, me, I never went to school, and I'm rich, and I'm earning a living. What about you? Where are you going? So you find that children, their chances are low. In other cases, even the facilities, children are not well facilitated. The child goes to school without books, without uniform. Feeding at home, even in school,